Okay, children, we are continuing rational numbers. Numbers of the form P by Q are called rational numbers. Where P comma Q belongs to Z, that is they are integers, and Q is not equal to 0. Such numbers are called rational numbers. Numbers of the form P by Q where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0 are called rational numbers. And we learned their properties with respect to addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now, I am going to take a rational number, say for example 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is multiplied by 1 by 5. 3 into 1, 3. 4 into 5, 20. The product of 3 by 4 and 1 by 5 is 3 by 20. The product of two rational numbers is a rational number. Rational numbers are having closure property under multiplication. 3 by 4 into 1 by 5 is same as 1 by 5 into 3 by 4. The product equal to 3 by 20. Commutative property. You take three rational numbers. 3 by 4 into 1 by 5 into 20 by 3 is equal to 3 by 20 into 20 by 3 is equal to how much you got it? 1. Or 3 by 4 into 1 by 5 into 20 by 3 is equal to 3 by 4 into 20 by 15. Okay. Now 3 ones, 3 fives, 4 ones, 4 fives, 5 5 gets cancelled, the product equal to 1. So in general, A into B into C is equal to A into B into C. This is what is called associative property of rational numbers under multiplication. Now you take up 3 by 7 into 1 equal to 1 into 3 by 7 is equal to 3 by 7. What is 1 called? Multiplicative identity. 1 is multiplicative identity. So in general, if A is a rational number multiplied by 1, or 1 is the number which is multiplied by a rational number A, the product equal to A. In both the cases, 1 is called the multiplicative identity. Next we take up multiplicative inverse. 3 by 7 is multiplied by 7 by 3. The product equal to 21 by 21, which is equal to 1. Or 7 7 3 3 gets cancelled, the product equal to 1. In general, A by B is multiplied by B by A, the product equal to 1. So for A by B, B by A is called its multiplicative inverse. If a rational number is multiplied by the multiplicative inverse of it, the product is equal to 1, which is multiplicative identity. So rational numbers have multiplicative inverse property. So far what we learned? Natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers. First we are checking addition properties. Closure, commutative, associative, identity, inverse. Whether these properties are present in particular set of numbers or not, we just recollect. Natural numbers are closed under addition. The sum of two natural numbers is a natural number. Whole numbers are closed under addition. The sum of two whole numbers is a whole number. Integers are closed under addition. The sum of two integers is an integer. Rational numbers are closed under addition. The sum of two rational numbers is a rational number. Commutative property. The sum of two natural numbers in any order is a natural number. A plus B equal to B plus A. Commutative property under addition. Similarly, A plus B equal to B plus A in set of whole numbers. Commutative property under addition. Similarly, integers have commutative property under addition and rational numbers have commutative property under addition. Natural numbers have associative property, whole numbers have associative property, integers have associative property and rational numbers have associative property under addition. That is, the sum of 3 natural numbers or 3 whole numbers or 3 integers or 3 rational numbers in any order is the same, which represents associative property under addition. There is no 0 in the set of natural numbers, there is no additive identity. Whole numbers have 0, identity property is there. Integers have 0, identity property is there. And rational numbers have 0, identity property is there. That is, if A is a whole number or A is an integer or A is a rational number, A plus 0 equal to 0 plus A equal to A, which is called additive identity. Similarly, there is no negative numbers in natural numbers, negative numbers in whole numbers, so they do not have inverse property. Integers have negative values. If you have plus 7, you have minus 7 also. Plus 7 plus minus 7 is equal to 0. So, the additive inverse of a number and itself is equal to 0. Similarly, the sum of two rational numbers which are additive inverse of each other is equal to 0. So, set of integers and set of rational numbers have closure, commutative, associative, identity and inverse properties with respect to addition. Similarly, we check the properties with respect to multiplication. The product of two natural numbers is a natural number. The product of two whole numbers is a whole number. The product of two integers is an integer. The product of two rational numbers is a rational number. Natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers have closure property under addition, multiplication. Similarly, they have commutative property under multiplication. They have associative property under multiplication. And they have identity property under multiplication. What is multiplicative identity? It is 1. Therefore, 7 into 1 in case of natural numbers or in case of whole numbers or in case of integer, in case of rational numbers, if you multiply a natural number or whole number or integer or rational number by 1, or 1 is multiplied by a natural number or whole number or integer or rational number, the product equal to the number itself. Therefore, 1 is called the multiplicative identity. Similarly, there is no multiplicative inverse for natural numbers, whole numbers and integers. It exists only for rational numbers. Just now I told you, A by B is multiplied by B by A, the product equal to 1. A rational number is multiplied by its multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse is also called reciprocal. So, the reciprocal of 7 by 5 is what? 5 by 7. The product of 7 by 5 and 5 by 7 is 1. Suppose you take a negative rational number. What is the reciprocal of minus 8 by 9? It is minus 9 by 8, the product equal to 1. So, the reciprocal or multiplied inverse of a positive number is positive. The multiplied inverse or reciprocal of negative number is negative. So, we learnt about natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and rational numbers and their properties with respect to addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now, we are going to understand the properties under division. Suppose you take a rational number 4. 4 you can write as 4 by 1. So, it is in the form of P by Q. So, every 4 is a natural number, 4 is a whole number, 4 is an integer. You can consider a natural number, whole number and integer as a rational number. 4 is divided by 2, which is another rational number. The result equal to 2, or 2 is divided by 4, the result equal to 1 by 2. In both the cases, 2 and 1 by 2 both are rational numbers. So, from these examples we say rational numbers have closure property under division. Suppose you multiply 4 with 0, the value is undefined, because division by 0 is not possible. So, rational numbers are having closure property under division except for 0. You cannot divide a number with 0. If the denominator is 0, in such case, rational numbers do not have closure property under division. Other than 0, you divide any rational number with any other rational number, the quotient is a rational number. So, except for 0, rational numbers have closure property under division. So all this we have discussed so far. Just that's why I went in a glance for all the properties with respect to addition, with respect to subtraction, with respect to multiplication, and with respect to division. Now we are going to do some recollection. Suppose I write 7 by 5 plus 0 equal to 0 plus 7 by 5 equal to 7 by 5 dash property. What is this property called? You are adding 0. 7 by 5 plus 0 or 0 plus 7 by 5, the result equals to 7 by 5. What is that property called? Identity property. Identity property. Suppose you have 8 by 5 plus 7 by 6 is equal to plus 11 by 9 is equal to 8 by 5 plus 7 by 6 plus 11 by 9. It is in the form of a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. Which property it is? Associative property. Under addition. So by observing the given values, we can say whether the numbers are satisfying a particular property or not with respect to particular operation. What are operations? Generally we come across addition and multiplication only. In rare cases you come across subtraction and division. So this is having additive identity property and this is having associative property with respect to addition. What is this? 8 is a rational number into 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5 are rational numbers. You can write them as 8 into 4 plus 8 into 5. So 8 into, what is sum of 4 plus 5? 9. What is 8 into 4? 32. What is 8 into 5? 40. 8 into 9? 72. 32 plus 40? 72. So what we observe? A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. This is what is called distributive property. Here multiplication is distributed over addition. Distributive property we call it. Distributive property. Whenever you observe distributive property, multiplication distributes over addition. Multiplication distributes over addition. That is A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. First you have multiplication, then you have addition. That is why it is multiplication that distributes over addition. A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC. Now, what is this? 4 by 5. What is its additive inverse? Minus 4 by 5. So we are just getting the idea of additive inverse. What is the number given? Plus 4 by 5. Its additive inverse is minus 4 by 5. Minus 11 by 9. What is its additive inverse? Plus 11 by 9. Minus 2, 3 by 4. What is its additive inverse? Plus 2, 3 by 4. Minus 23 by 6. Its additive inverse is plus 23 by 6. Minus 6 by 19. Its additive inverse is 6 by 19. So what do you understand from additive inverse? If A by B is a number which is a rational number, its additive inverse is minus A by B. Just the opposite sign of the given number gives us additive inverse. The sum of a rational number and its additive inverse is always equal to 0, which is additive identity. Now, what is this? 5 by 6. What is its multiplicative inverse? 6 by 5. Now we are dealing with multiplicative inverse. The multiplicative inverse of 5 by 6 is 6 by 5. If you take the product of those two, 5 by 6 into 6 by 5 is equal to 1. You have another number minus 7 by 9. Its multiplied inverse is minus 9 by 7. Minus 7 by 9 into minus 9 by 7 is equal to 1. In general, if you have a rational number a by b, its multiplied inverse is b by a. The product of a by b into b by a is equal to 1. Or if you have a rational number minus c by d, its multiplied inverse is minus d by c. Minus c by d into minus d by c, the product equal to 1. Here, this is an example of positive rational number. Its multiplied inverse is also positive. This is an example of negative rational number. Its multiplied inverse is negative. In general, a by b is a positive rational number. Its multiplied inverse is b by a, which is also positive, and their product equal to 1. Minus c by d is a negative rational number, and its multiplied inverse is minus d by c. So, the multiplied inverse of a rational number is, the multiplied inverse of a positive rational number is positive and a negative rational number is negative. Next. I am giving you one problem. The sum of two rational numbers is 8. One of them is 5 by 12. Find the other. This is the question given. We want to take the first step. Sum of two rational numbers. Sum of two rational numbers is equal to 8. One of them is equal to 5 by 12. The other, to get the other rational number, from the sum you want to subtract one of the numbers. 8 minus 5 by 12. Here no number is there for 8 in the denominator, means you can write it as 8 by 1. Now for 1 and 12 you want to take the LCM. What is the LCM of 1 and 12? It is 12. 1 goes 12 how many times? 12 times. 12 into 8, 96. 12 goes 12 how many times? 1 time. So 1 into 5, 5. 96 minus 5, 91 by 12. So the other rational number is 91 by 12. What they gave? The sum of two rational numbers is 8 and one of the rational number is 5 by 12, and we want to find the other rational number. Sum of two rational numbers equal to 8. One of them is 5 by 12. The other equal to, from the sum you want to subtract one of the rational numbers. By taking LCM and doing subtraction, we got the other rational number equal to 9 by 12. Two pieces of wire of length 7 by 12 and 8 by 9 are cut off from a wire of length 11 meters. What is the remaining length? Remaining length of the wire. How many pieces are cut? 2. What are the length of the pieces? 7 by 12 and 8 by 9. So we start with that. Length of the pieces of wire cut off is equal to 7 by 12 plus 8 by 9. You want to find LCM for 12 and 9. For 12 and 9 the LCM with the 3 table, 3 4s, 3 3s. 3 4s 12, 12 3s 36. 36 goes 3 times in 12. 12 3s 36, 7 into 3 21. 9 goes 4 times, 4 into 8, 32. 21 plus 32, it is 53 by 36. What is the actual length of the wire? 11 meters. So the actual length of the wire is 11 meters. So length of the remaining wire is equal to, from 11, that is the total length of the wire, you want to subtract minus 53 by 36. 11 by no number means 1. The LCM of 1 and 36 is 36. One goes 36, 36 times 36 into 11 minus 36 goes 36, 1 time 1 into 53, 53. 11 6 are 66, 11 3 is 33 plus 6 39, 396 minus 53 by 36. From 396, you want to subtract 53. 6 minus 3, 3, 9 minus 5, 4. 343 by 36 meters. That is the length of the remaining wire. That you can write in mixed fraction form, because it is an improper fraction. You know about fractions. Fractions are of 3 types: proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction. So we did a problem. 2 pieces of wire of length 7 by 12 and 8 by 9 are cut off. Their total length is 53 by 36 and the length of the original wire is 11 meters, from which the pieces cut off is subtracted, and the length of the remaining wire is 343 by 36 meters. So like this we have many problems to do in rational numbers. We are going to complete. Tomorrow in the next class onwards, I am going to start problems with respect to exercise. Just I gave some examples, and in next class we are going to start exercise problems. Whatever doubts you come across, you give me on my WhatsApp number. If you message, so that I can explain them in the next class. Thank you, children. We continue tomorrow, that is next class, problems from exercise. Thank you.